Okay, an interesting one that I saw this morning. You're going to have a girl here. She's going to, a young teenage girl, she's going to explain about a situation she witnessed where a waitress was quote unquote protecting other women. But the actuality was the waitress wasn't minding her own business. But let's hear the story about a waitress blowing up a man's spot because he was dating multiple women. But here we go, right here.
A few weeks ago, my friend went on this date with this guy, and the waitress looked at him, looked at her, looked back at him, and said, "Oh, good to see you again." This was the first date, mind you. And my friend was like, "This is a little sus. Like, what's going on? Whatever." He ends up paying the bill, goes to the bathroom. Waiter comes back. She asks the waitress, my bad. Asked the waitress, "Can I ask you something?" And the waitress literally just looks at her and goes, "He's brought like 8 girls here in the last like 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks, it's been like 8 girls." My friend was like, "Oh, good to know." It's like, you're the fucking goat. You're the fucking goat for that. A few weeks ago, my friend went on this date with this.
And then in her title, it says "Women Supporting Women." Let me let you in on a tip. She might not have picked this up, this girl here, but your friend. I don't know who your friend is, but let me give you a heads up. That waitress, she either smashed that guy or she already got smashed by that guy already, or she liked him. Just giving you a heads up. Just giving you a heads up on that. I don't know why women cannot pick. Well, no, they can, but it just seems like in certain situations they want to turn their brain off and on, like conveniently. When conveniently their brain turns on or off when it conveniences them. So in that situation, she explained, I don't like the waitress was not. She wasn't doing no favors. First of all, it's interesting now when a man is exercising his options. Now he's not allowed to date. So because he's bringing the girls at the same place, now he's the villain. Now you got to worry about a waitress blowing your spot. Is he not allowed to date? Is he not allowed to assess his options? This is what we're doing. This is why I'm saying. And first of all, this is why I come to that conclusion. I'm pretty sure that waitress liked him or likes him. This is why I come to that conclusion. As a waiter or a waitress, you mean to tell me that's your first time seeing a guy with with multiple girls, bringing multiple girls to the same spot? You mean to tell me that's the first time seeing a girl going to the same spot with multiple guys? Especially if you work retail or one of these spots, date sites, movies, restaurants, miniature golf spots, right? You mean to tell me that's your first time seeing that? And now you're going to go out your way and be unprofessional to a returning customer. So you're waiting until he goes to the bathroom, because I'm pretty sure this is what happened. I'm pretty sure when the boyfriend asked, or sorry, because they weren't going out. If the boy asked the girl, "Hey, what's going on? I thought you had a good time at the restaurant. What's up?" I'm pretty sure that girl's gonna let the hat out the bag. "Oh yeah, the waitress let me know everything I needed to know about you." Trust me, he's gonna find out, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, what the hell?" He's gonna find out. Trust me, it's first of all, he's gonna see this video. First of all, he's gonna see this video, and he's gonna put 2 and 2 together. He's like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, that was her friend. Wait a minute." He's gonna put 2 and 2 together. He's going to put 2 and 2 together. First of all, a girl that he knew is probably gonna see this, and he's gonna find that out via that girl. He's gonna put 2 and 2 together. So that's the interesting part. But that's how I know that she liked him. This is my theory. I believe the waitress herself, she liked him, and she had a crush on him until she saw how he ran his program. He kept seeing him, bringing girls to that restaurant for the first date, and she wants to quote unquote feel special. And when she realized that the way he made her feel is the same way he made those other girls feel, she felt a certain type of way about it. That's my opinion on that, because that's not the first time she saw a dude always bringing a girl, different girls to the same spot. That's not the first time she's seen something like that. Shout out to the comment. It said girls keeping girls single. That's all that is. The waitress was not a real one. So I see that top comment says the waitress was a real one. No, it's not. No, trust me. And here you have a guy who's making the effort. He's taking the girl to the dinner date, paying the bill, and you still got to worry about some bish blowing up your spot, and you have a program that you want to run. A girl that's not even. That's why, like, a girl to go out her way to do that. Clearly, because I done seen I know some dudes that did some serious dirt to girls, and they would never tell their current girl that. It takes them a lot for them to tell their current girl or the person that they're dating what he did. But you're gonna blow up his spot over this? Yeah, this is weirdo behavior. Peak weirdo behavior.
This guy, and the waitress looked at him, looked at her, looked back at him, and said, "Oh, good to see you again." This was a first date, mind you.
So right there, just off rip, just for her to say "good to see you again," you already know she's trying to start mess. She's trying to start mess because she knows that, okay, once he leaves, it's going to prompt. It sprinkles that seed of doubt throughout the whole date when you do something like that. That's crazy.
And my friend was like, this is a little sus, like, what's going on? Whatever. He ends up paying the bill, goes to the bathroom, waiter comes back. She asks the waitress, my bad. Asked the waitress, can I ask you something? And the waitress literally just looks at her and goes, he's brought like 8 girls here in the last like 2 weeks. Like,
that's out of pocket. Now, it's interesting when a man is able to assess his options, it's illegal. It's then girls can start, girls can make these Facebook group chats, which I cannot believe they're not banned yet. Are we dating the same guy? Are you kidding me? They can just make a database of this stuff. This is crazy. This is nonsense because we already know women are going to use that to put guys on there that quote unquote didn't make them feel comfortable, or they thought that she got played by him. So they're just going to put this guy's info on there. Like this, like, how is this even legal? It's interesting because women are literally taught, oh, you need to date multiple dudes. You need to assess your options, girl. Now, when they find a rare guy that can do that, now he has to stop doing that. But the girls can just keep dating multiple people. Even remember with the West West End Caleb, whatever, the guy that went viral in like New York for dating multiple girls, whatever. They acted like he was committing a crime. And I remember even seeing one testimony from a girl talking about, oh yeah, I have my own roster as well, but he was bad and blah. I'm like, you just admitted that you have a roster of dudes that you like to be with, but he's not allowed to have a roster of girls. What's how does that work? But this is what we're dealing with. Now, this girl here, you got to be a plump fool to think that waitress is your friend. Because trust me, like if it was up to her, and if she didn't know about, like, say if she wasn't a waitress and she met that guy, let me not even make that point because that'll be a little bit too deep. But a waitress like that, that's technically that should be illegal. That should really be illegal. But that's just me.
Like 2 weeks, it's been like 8 girls. My friend was like, oh, good to know. It's like, you're the fucking goat. You're the fucking goat for that. A few weeks.
And I don't want people talking about in the comments talking about, well, that's cheating. He's cheating. No, that's not his girl. And he's just dating. And I thought that's what girls, I thought we weren't allowed to do that to girls. We couldn't tell girls when and when not to date. Girls will make these videos about going on all these dates every single day. They have these date challenges when they're going on a date with a different guy every single other day. And we're just not supposed to do nothing about that. We can't talk about it or we're insecure. Now, a guy is assessing his options. You gotta worry about other girls that are not even part of the equation trying to ruin what you got. That's wild. And no, the waitress was not helping out. Trust me, the waitress was not helping out. She felt a certain type of way because she felt a certain type of way for that guy in the past, just to find out that she wasn't the only one, and now she's trying to break up his program. That's all that situation is. Now, for some reason, she doesn't want to see it, but it's pretty clear and obvious to me.